which is always my mantra, right? I'm always talking about advanced bookings because I think that's the best way to save money. That's what I call Aloha Spirit. It's a world championship. It's 32 miles to cross the channel from Molokai to this part of Oahu on the east side. Aloha and welcome once again to another episode of the Hawaii Vacation Connection. My name is Bruce Fisher and thanks very much for checking in with us. Got a great podcast for you for this Aloha Friday, January 28th, 2011. This is our 438th podcast. And of course on Fridays we answer podcast listener questions and also Facebook and Twitter questions. So we'll be doing that today. We'll also be going over packages that have been booked in the last 24 to 48 hours. So that's a good way to find out what things are costing for your Hawaii vacation. This podcast is brought to you by us. We're the owners of Hawaii-Aloha.com. We're in Hawaii and we're Hawaii's experts. And you can catch us on the web at www.hawaii-aloha.com. We're right here, so please get involved with us. We got lots of great deals, a lot of things happening here in Hawaii. We're going to go over all of that for you today. But first, let's take a look outside. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous day in Hawaii. Look at it out there. Oh my gosh. And we are, going to have a great weekend. And the next few days and the next week looks like the weather's going to be gorgeous. There's a little bit of talk or some rain here and there, but really, it's been gorgeous, and this is what you can expect if you're going to be coming to Hawaii in the next couple of days. Well, hope you had a great week. Hope you have a great weekend planned. Really getting excited by all the folks responding to our iPhone app. So if you haven't downloaded the app, please get over to Hawaii and Aloha. That's the app. You can download it on Android and the iPhone, of course, and it's coming in BlackBerry very soon. So when that BlackBerry thing happens, we'll let you know. We got a contest that we're putting together. We haven't officially announced it yet, but my advice to you is to get into the app. Make sure you register as a user and a subscriber, because you guys on the app are going to get a lot of opportunity to win prizes because it's our 10th anniversary. So please download the app and start posting on the app. You get points for things you do. So the thing is to really start to be one of those top users by posting a lot of stuff on our app. And that's on our, it says share on the app. Just click share and then you can post stuff. And if you see anything on the app, you can comment on. So if you see a story or a blog post or a video that you like, you press the plus sign and then you can leave comments. So play around with that. Try that out. And it's going to help you to have a lot of points. And I know Mitch has been doing it and a couple of others. Joey's been doing it and a few others have been doing it, catching on here. So make sure you download the app and get involved. You'll be happy and it's fun and it's a great way to keep in touch with us if you're a customer or you're thinking about going with us, because we have lots of good information there. That being said, let's get right into it. We've got a lot of questions today. The first question comes in from Donna. She says, I'm looking into an anniversary trip to Hawaii, and my dates are very flexible, and of course I'm looking for the least expensive time to travel. I don't want to spend my time going to every island. 2 islands would be fine. I don't want to do a lot of sightseeing, just maybe a couple of trips, mostly relaxing at a hotel beach. Can you help me out, or am I being too vague? Well, yes and no, Donna. First of all, when is your anniversary? And the reason I'm talking about this is because it's very important for you to give us all of the information. Of course, I'm going to contact her, and I've already written her back, but she hasn't written me back, and we're going to air, and I wanted to get this question because it came from she is one of our podcast listeners, and she said that she must be a new listener. But anyway, get me those dates. But I want to talk about this because the dates are very important, obviously, for your trip. And many people ask us, when is the least expensive time to travel? So I'm going to take this opportunity to explain that just a little bit. Now, if I had to pick 2 months out of the entire year for you to travel and save money, it would be October. October's always a real good month, except for like Halloween at the end of the month. And the other month that is traditionally very good is May. So if you travel in October or May, chances are you're going to get a good deal. And the reason for that is because the vacations are over. There's just nothing happening as far as holidays in those times. There's one holiday in May, though. I want to avoid that one. What is it? Labor Day or something. But other than that, May and October are traditionally the least expensive months in Hawaii. So hopefully that helps you out, and you'll be getting back with me, and we can put together an itinerary for you. Probably a 2-island itinerary. What I would recommend for a package like this would be Maui and Kauai. We do a lot of anniversaries, and people who just, want to relax, but also want to do some fun stuff. We recommend those 2 islands. So hopefully that helps you out. Next question comes in from Jake, and he wanted to know which is a better airport to fly into on Maui, Kapalua or Kahului? And that's another very good question. There are 2 airports. Most people fly to Kahului Airport. That is a major airport. It can handle the bigger planes, and most of the flights fly into that airport. Sometimes it's unavoidable because you can't fly into you'd have to make a connection at Honolulu, especially for people who are coming from the mainland, especially the West Coast who are flying directly into Maui. It's just not an option. You have to fly into Kahului. That is the most common airport. However, I highly recommend you try to fly into the Kahului Airport if you can. Now, the reason I say that is because it's located on the Kaanapali side. The Kaanapali side is on the west side of the island, and it's a long drive from Kahului to Lahaina. It's like 45 minutes from the other airport. But from the Kahului airport, from the Kapalua airport, it is only like a 10-minute drive to get into Kaanapali. And I can tell you, if I'm staying in Kaanapali, I live in Oahu, I'm never flying into Kahului Airport. I'm flying to the Kapalua Airport every time. It's also the smaller planes, and we've talked about this before. The smaller planes, when you fly them, give you a little sightseeing tour at the same time. You don't have to be afraid of those small planes. They're great. They really are. They're great planes. So, and they're smooth. So don't worry about that. So I would recommend trying to fly, depending on where you're staying, of course. If you're staying in Wailea, for instance, on the south side of Maui, then it does make sense to fly into the Kahului Airport because it's going to be closer. It's only like a 30-minute drive from Kahului. So hopefully that helps you out, Jake. Next question is coming in from Mary. She's a Facebook user. She said, what would you recommend for snorkeling and taking pictures? A digital camera or a film camera? Now, that is a really good question, and one that I didn't really know the answer to. So I reached out to my network of Twitter friends, and I've got a lot of photogs out there, photography buffs, and very professional photographers, and got a lot of good suggestions. Marv says, disposable film unless you want to spend a lot of money on a real waterproof case. But that's the only one that gave me that one. But Ryan Kano said he prefers digital because those waterproof instant cameras don't come out very clear. Plus, you have to do the post-processing, and it can cost a lot of money. And the best suggestion I got was from Macrobito, and I want to thank him, and he says digital. Digital seems to be the consensus. You should go digital. And he says you can get one of these Kodak Digital Play Sport cameras. They're about $100 now, and it does actually 1080p. So that's HD video, basically. And there's a shot of it. There's that Play Sport from Kodak. That's a good camera. Look at the colors on it. You get nice colors with it, too. All different designer colors. So I would highly recommend that one. And then the next, so hopefully that helps you out. So go get that. If it's too much money, then go with one of the, throwaway cameras. Mad Marv says they're okay. So hopefully that helps you out. The next question comes in from Rob, who is writing to us from Facebook as well. He says, can I access the Stairway to Heaven Trail on Oahu? Now, that is another very good question. I have never done the Stairway to Heaven. The Stairway to Heaven is, and you can take a look at this photo, they also call it the Haiku Stairs. And it's one of the most popular kind of forbidden hikes that exist on Oahu. And it's forbidden because the stairway was originally built for the U.S. Coast Guard to access them to this big radio antenna that was on top of the mountain. But later they terminated that, and they started not maintaining the stairs, and they started deteriorating, and so it became terribly worn and dangerous. So it's not something that they were recommending doing, and it's really, you're not supposed to go there, but people do. That's the bottom line. Because in 2003, they redid the stairs, those Haiku stairs, and they were completely repaired. And the city paid about $875,000. But because of all the legal problems, it's still technically on hold. So you're not supposed to go up there, and many people have been cited up there at Stairway to Heaven for actually doing this. So you got to really be careful, because you can get into actual trouble, and I'm not sure what the fine is, but you can be fined. And the other thing is that a lot of the people were posting parking actually in these residential areas, so that's also kind of a problem. So you can do it. You can go there. You didn't hear it from me. You're not supposed to. But obviously people are doing it. So you can get there. It's out there near H3. I'll send you an email. I'm sure you can just Google, Stairway to Heaven and find all this information. And hopefully that helps you out. The trail is 2,120 feet long with 3,922 steps. Why would you want to go on that anyway? Anyway, so hopefully that helps you out. So those are the 3 questions. And also I forgot that we also do our funniest question of the week. And we post funny things people say to us on our blog, on our Twitter account, and also our Facebook account. And we get lots of funny answers as well. The funniest question this week is from a woman who said that she wants to know if she can walk to Waikiki from the airport because on the map it doesn't look very far and she doesn't have a lot of bags. So, I mean, it's about 8 miles or 9 miles. You technically could walk there, but we don't recommend it. It's too far to walk. It would take you hours to walk there because you got to kind of go on a circuitous route to get there. But we did get some funny answers. Karen Zimmerman tells us, yes, of course you can. Just make sure your bags have good wheels for rolling. Imagine somebody rolling their luggage down to the airport, And Nathan Cam says, absolutely she can, but it's just going to be a 6-hour walk. Maybe. And Bo said, well, cuz, I got one Aloha solution for you. Get a catapult that you can find near the Mexican border and haul her across the border to Hawaii. Oh my gosh, that's a mean one. Anyway, if you have funny comments that you'd like, if you want to see these funny comments, we put them up on a regular basis. Get over to our Facebook page, and that would be at facebook.com Hawaii Aloha Travel, all one word, and mine is Hawaii.vacation. Hawaii.vacation. You'll get my own, and where I post a lot of these things. We're kind of running out of time, and I want to go over at least one package that has been booked in the last 24 to 48 hours. We have one from Paul, 2 people. They're going to be coming from LAX to Maui, June 13th to 19th, staying at the Ainanalu. Total package price, $2,308. $2,308. What a great deal. Congratulations to these folks. This is the Tucker family, Isla and Naomi. You're going to have a wonderful time in Hawaii. Here's another all-inclusive package. A lot of people ask about that. This is one that's going to be from June 13th to the 20th. It excludes everything, all your meals, all the activities, transportation, welcome bag, all our VIP service, Park Shore Waikiki, $2,098 per person. Congratulations to the Loftus family, Joseph and Melody, and to Nancy over at Extension 24. Wow. That's going to wrap it up. We're already done here. I want to thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to tune in next Tuesday. We do this every Tuesday and Friday. And you can also catch it on the live stream if you want to join us live and ask questions in the live stream. And that's at 1 p.m. every Tuesday and Friday. So that's going to wrap it up for my beautiful wife, Yaling, and myself. Let's take a quick look at the crater cam before we go. It's beautiful out there. We're going to say aloha and mahalo to you guys. You guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Tuesday.